For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bruins offense will start this game off with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's open on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to...
There he goes! Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Under fire. And this is going to be caught. They'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on second down. Quick completion on the out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Caden McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on second and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. To the air, it's Stewart. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Oh, they're after him. Grab near the sticks. It's Wall. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. To the air, it's Stewart. The short hands, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. This is now a 7-point game. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out. And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Tosses it incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure.
Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out.
Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds.
Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He'll heave it deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Stewart. Got his man on the outside. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Looking for a big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Going right to work up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him?
Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target. So nice.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Here's a heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this up.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be...
Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Got a man, it's Wall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got it for a big play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Correa. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and goal and cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these...
Open field on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Got his man downfield.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. The lead, but you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business, and this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Correa. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Tyree. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it out fast. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll run the option. Got room to work. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.